in today's video, I'm redrawing scenes from movies or shows from my childhood. I've been really in the mood to draw some characters from my childhood recently, and I thought you guys would enjoy it too and maybe would be slightly nostalgic with me if these were part of your childhood. So let's get into the video. This first screenshot I'm redrawing is from My Little Pony Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks. It's the second Equestria Girls movie they made, which this picture is actually what made me decide to make this video, because I was really wanting to redraw this scene where Dazzle is like lifting up her hand as she's singing, because I was watching it recently with my sister Ruth one night. Actually, technically it was morning because I'm pretty sure it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. But either way, I was watching it with her and me and her were just being super nostalgic while watching it, and I saw this scene. I always just loved how this scene looked. Even when I was younger, I thought it looked really cool, and I just really wanted to draw it. I thought it'd be fun. For you who don't know what My Little Pony is or what My Little Pony Equestria Girls is, My Little Pony is basically just a show about ponies. And like their whole thing is basically like friendship. So it's like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. It's the name of the series. And there's like unicorns, ponies, and Pegasus. My Little Pony came out in 2010. And then at some point they came out with a movie called My Little Pony Equestria Girls, which is basically they end up finding like a portal thing. And it goes to like a human world basically. I really enjoyed watching My Little Pony while I was younger. At some point though, I wasn't allowed to watch My Little Pony. I'm pretty sure it's because of Discord. My dad saw some episode with him and it was like, you can't watch this. Nope. Which I was pretty sad about that when I was a kid. I basically watched until Twilight Sparkle became a princess, and my mom would let me watch like the movies. So it was like I had all My Little Pony taken away. I still had like the Equestria Girl movies, and my mom would buy me like a whole bunch of the dolls. Like I had so many of them and I loved them so much. I had fun drawing her facial expression though. I feel like I don't often draw like more like evil looking characters, and because she's not smiling in like a sweet way, she's smiling more evilly, I guess. I don't know the word for it right now, but I had a lot of fun drawing her facial expression. Originally I did have the eyebrow on the wrong side. I did have to fix that, but it was still really fun. And her hand was also kind of difficult to draw because it was so up close, and for some reason having that like looseness in the wrist made it a little more difficult for drawing the hand. I feel like the hands turned out okay in the end. I do know I also got her hair kind of off too. Like it's enough that you can tell who it is for sure, but it's like it's a little off. In the movie her hair is a little more curly compared to, I feel like I made her bane bits or her front bits, whatever you want to call them, a little too straight, but overall it's not that bad. For the line art, I did struggle at first with it. I think I was just going to use a G pen, but I wasn't liking it, so I ended up using like this ballpoint pen brush I always use, and I always really like how it makes line art look. I always think it looks super good, so I decided to use that. I also did make the line art thicker on the hand that was closer to us. That was something they did in the screenshot, and I thought it would look good. The coloring was really fun to do. I feel like though I did emphasize the lighting situation, at least that I imagined, a little more. In the show there isn't much for shading. Like there's a little rim of light around her to kind of like imply the lighting scenario, but they're never really that shaded. So like I did a lot of shading, so it's kind of funny when you put them next to each other because mine has a lot more intense lighting in a way. But I did really like it. I feel like I didn't take a whole bunch of artistic liberties. Like I did interpret some things kind of differently, I'm pretty sure, but I did decide to make her little necklace glow a bit because usually their necklace glows when they're singing. It wasn't glowing right now, but I thought it would look kind of cool if I had it like slightly glowing, so that's what I did. And I did also paint her nails because in the show they don't have nails, but I thought painting her nails or giving her some nails would look good. For the eyeshadow I did do it differently than in the movie. I put a lighter color in the corner and made it like fade more, so it's more like blendy looking. It's not as much of just one shade all of her lid. It's like all blended and stuff. It's a little more fancy, but overall I really like how this picture turned out. I feel like the lighting turned out really cool, and I feel like she just looks very cute. I just like how it turned out. It's fun getting to see them in my style because, you know, you're so used to seeing the characters how they are, and I haven't drawn fan art in so long, so I kind of forgot how fun it can be to interpret characters into your own art style, but you can also be frustrating sometimes. But yeah, I really liked how this picture turned out, I feel like she turned out pretty cute. I might have needed to make her a little more yellow, but besides that, I feel like she turned out pretty cute and I like it. For this next picture, I'm redrawing a screenshot from Strawberry Shortcake Berry Bitty Adventures, which I absolutely loved Strawberry Shortcake as a kid. I loved it so much. The screenshot I'm redrawing is from episode 6, season 1. And I did consider redrawing a screenshot of like Lemon because Lemon was my favorite character when I was younger and she's just super cute, but I felt like I should draw a scene of Strawberry Shortcake. And also I wasn't finding any really good scenes of Lemon, and I was struggling to find some good scenes because I realized that most of these scenes weren't framed very nicely because I feel like Strawberry Shortcake isn't really much of a artsy visual show. You don't really have any like fancy scenes or really like, cute scenes of like characters interacting because that's what I kept looking for. But I ended up coming across this scene of Strawberry Shortcake just baking. She's making some muffins and I thought this would be a cute scene to draw. I was originally drawing in my normal art style, but then I decided to go with my chibi art style because I thought it fit better for Strawberry Shortcake because the proportions of Strawberry Shortcake, they have very large heads and it was just weird translating that with my normal style, so I felt like I should just do my chibi art style, and I thought it'd be a little more fun to color it and it would just fit the vibe of Strawberry Shortcake because Strawberry Shortcake is such a cute show. I also thought it would be a bit faster because I didn't have much time for drawing this one. I was working on it for quite a bit and then I got my Invisalign, which I'll talk about more maybe in a moment, may or may not, and then I lost my tablet pen, which that was really frustrating because I couldn't find it anywhere. So I wasn't able to work for one of the days and I really had to like get this done. I kept not working on it because I kept doing like other things. I was making sure to focus on school more because often I want to put YouTube before doing my school when I shouldn't do that, which is what I'm doing right now technically, but we won't talk about that. I was doing stuff with friends and we got our pool set up and I kept going to do things, or like if I was home, I wasn't working on this because I didn't have this done in time, so I had to like hurry up. Like actually like right now I'm recording on the 3rd of July, so I need to go and get this done, which I should have been done with this sooner, but isn't what happened. So I got my Invisalign and that's cool. I'm liking them so far, besides like it's kind of inconvenient for eating. I don't really snack as much anymore. I also have this problem sometimes. I don't know why it's like this, but sometimes I get really bad hunger pains and I'm pretty sure it's from me not feeding myself enough. So like my stomach hurts, but like I was fine today and I was fine yesterday. So maybe I've been eating enough now, but like sometimes I just have that problem when I don't have like meals frequent enough. But overall, they're not bad. I feel like I would like more than braces. I like it that they're not very visible because not a lot of people notice them. You can tell, but like most people don't notice them. Like I had a friend that didn't even notice until like I took them out one time when I was going to eat and they're like, wait, you got Invisalign? But then I had another friend that noticed instantly, but she also heard me talk about it. And I also went to get my nails done at some point. Here's a little picture of them. I don't have them anymore because I had them almost all this month and they were really grown out and they're like breaking a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, this picture was really fun to draw. It was really cute and there were some bits though that I got a little bit shorthanded because I was rushing, like I said, but I feel like it still turned out very cute and I like seeing her in my chibi style. I do feel like I should have done some things more simply because some things are a little too detailed, I feel like, and it doesn't like quite fit in. Mostly like the berries that are on her blender and her bowl, I feel like I should have done them more simply because later I do a more simple berry on her shirt. Even though you don't really see the shirt in the screenshot, usually you would see it if this much of her torso was showing. Also the glass was interesting. I didn't do that good job of shading it and I did end up blurring the background a bit too. I didn't want it to feel out of place, so I did blur it a bit and I didn't want it to be the main focus. I did find some flaws in this picture on things I kind of interpreted wrong because earlier I was looking at the episode and learned that her board behind her has an orange and a strawberry, and the strawberry is like super tiny compared to, I just thought it had a massive strawberry on it, but it didn't. I feel like she turned out really cute. There are some things I'm not crazy about, and I do know there's some inaccuracies in here, but I still feel like it's pretty cute and I like it, and I hope you guys like it too. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you watch any of these shows, let me know what your favorite Strawberry Shortcake character is, or what's your favorite My Little Pony character. My favorite My Little Pony character was Fluttershy, and my favorite Strawberry Shortcake character was Lemon Meringue. Now that's all for this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!